And now with a preview of tonight's game and a look at what's happening at the ballpark. It's time for the Ameren, Illinois and ActonEnergy.com pregame show. Let's send it down to the field and check in with the voice of the Chiefs, Nathan Believa.
Working? All right, we're going to try this one. All right, thanks, Brett. There we go. We'll just use this one as we get ready for Chiefs Countdown presented by Ameren, Illinois. Today on our PeoriaMagazines.com interview, I'm joined by one of our relief pitchers, Chase Brookshire, through 2 2/3 scoreless innings last night. The Chiefs came back to win 5-3 over Kane County. For you, a very good outing out of the bullpen and a nice comeback for the team. Had to feel great last night to get that Saturday win over this Cougar team.
Yeah, it was. Jimmy Reed did a good job to get us 5 innings, and so my mindset going in was just to keep us there, take it 1 inning at a time, and give us a chance to get back in the ball game.
Back-to-back outings for you. It's been very good here at home. You're pitching well out of the bullpen. What was the transition like for you going back? I know you pitched out of the bullpen last year at State College, but started as a starter this year and then to the bullpen. What was that transition like?
Well, thankfully, I had that opportunity to do it last summer a little bit and sort of, get my feet wet. But, it's a little bit of a different mindset. But like I said before, it's kind of an inning-by-inning thing. You go out there, be aggressive, and at the same time, it's still the same game.
Is the most difficult or different part when you come in and there's a guy maybe on second base or third base and right away it's a high-leverage situation instead of coming in clean like you do when you start?
Yeah, it can be, but it definitely gives you more of an adrenaline boost, and a lot of times you can use that to your advantage.
What's it like for you when you get a situation? I know we had it on that last road trip where you throw in the bullpen, and then the guy gets out of the inning and you end up not coming in. Maybe you sit for a few minutes, and you start to throw again, and it might be a couple times up and down before you go.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you have to know how to be able to gauge your arm and see kind of, what you need to be ready to get back out there. So, when you're up and down, you really just want to try to stay loose the whole time for when your number's called.
A nice opportunity for you yesterday, family in the stands. I saw some pictures on Twitter that your host family got up. So I know you're not exactly an hour's drive away from home, but close enough to where the family can come here. What's that like getting to see them and them getting to see you pitch?
Yeah, it's great. I'm about 7 or 8 hours away from home. So anytime that you can have some family up in the stands, it definitely feels more like a home atmosphere.
You also got to go out part of a player appearance yesterday with your roommate Arturo Reyes and yesterday's starter Jimmy Reed. What was that like in being out in the community?
Yeah, it's great. I really enjoyed doing things like that, and with some of the older folks and some of the kids coming out, just kind of seeing how much it means to them. It really actually ends up being just as much of a blessing for us as it does for them.
Do you get some fun questions from the kids when you get out in those kind of events?
I think the funniest question we got was from one of the older ladies. She wanted to take a picture of us holding her up sideways to show that her grandkids that she was still cool. So that was never had that request before.
So you get a little unique things. I know the college baseball tournament just got started. I know that you guys are watching a lot of that down here. You got the pitch in that and had a big moment for your school and the first win. What kind of memories do you have of pitching the NCAA tournament with Belmont?
It was a great experience, and I was fortunate enough to do well in that game against Oklahoma State. And at the time, I didn't realize how big of a deal it was for Belmont, but sort of looking back on it now, that's definitely something that I'll never forget.
So we got some guys in the clubhouse whose schools are involved, and some of the big schools they're rooting for. So you were always in there rooting for the little guy to knock off the SEC or the ACC team?
Always rooting for that 4 seed to make some noise in the tournament.
You got a couple of them right now. Charleston knocked out my. All right, who we got back there? Nice. Yeah, speaking of one of the big school guys there with Arkansas, well, we got Charleston involved in Kennesaw State. So you got to be rooting for those guys.
Yeah, of course. Well, we played. Kennesaw was in our conference for 3 years, so definitely looking for those guys to do well.
We get the little pratfall behind us. You guys always seem to be having a lot of fun in the clubhouse, and who kind of leads through that?
It's a different guy every day, and now that we got the ping pong table in there, a lot of fun things going on.
That was actually my next question because I know you were a ringleader in getting that ping pong table in there, and took a little heat from Joe because we lost the first game with the ping pong table, and the net may or may not have been put on correctly, and a couple other things with you. So what kind of went behind all the ping pong table, and who's the best?
I think Zach Lorraine's our best player right now. We definitely had a minor leaguer's net there for a few days, but we rallied some funds together to get a good net, after we got our first win, I think, with the net, the first thing that Skip said to me was, all right, we can keep the table.
The tennis shoes and the baseball shoes as the nets, I don't think that's how it was designed.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get the job done.
Yeah, we do. And we've got a helicopter coming in, a lot of stuff going on. So they're telling me to stop the show, and I think we got some dark clouds coming too. So, Chase, thanks for your time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, Chase Brookshire, our PeoriaMagazines.com player of the game. We get ready for a big night here tonight with fireworks coming as well. Thanks for joining us on your Sunday here at Dozer Park.